bother. Oh, hello. You're here.
Hello.
I see. Ketrix still isn't around,
No.
You'll have to speak up.
I said no. I wanted to, I don't know what I wanted to do. I guess thank you for setting up decorations.
I mean, it was my orders. It is what Our Lady told me to do, and so I did it.
Well, yeah, but it's still hard work. You still deserve to be thanked for it.
No need. It is not difficult in any manner.
I'd probably find it pretty difficult, but I guess I'm a lot smaller than you.
That is true.
This is stupid. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing up here.
Perhaps atoning. I saw the state of your house.
I made shrines.
I suppose that is all you can do for now.
I left offerings at them. I'm just waiting for Ketrix to come back now.
With time, perhaps Our Lady will forgive you. And, well, Ketrix, I see them around solstice quite often. Perhaps they're just lazy.
Or they're mad at me.
Possibly. I cannot claim to know what Ketrix is thinking.
I don't think you should call them lazy. I'm sure they're working really hard in Solstice.
Not particularly. Solstice is our place of rest, if you can call it that. Guardians don't really need rest or sleep, but when we have nothing more to do, we can go home. We can talk to Our Lady if she's around.
Right.
Sometimes she sits even far above solstice. She is the sun, after all.
What?
Our Lady. Sometimes she sits far above solstice even.
Because she's the
Yes.
sun. Then why would she make it rain all of the time?
Punishment.
That's something I still don't understand. What did we do that was so bad that we get punished like this forever?
Well, forever is very strong. We don't know if this will be forever. Though, what you did is not for you to find out. It's not even for the Guardians to know. It's something that must stay buried in the past.
How are we supposed to prevent ourselves from replicating it if we don't know what it was?
Maybe you'll just know.
Right. Because that's something we're capable of doing.
Really, you chosen are all the same. You lack faith.
How am I supposed supposed to have faith in somebody who I don't even... we've never seen the deity.
You're not supposed to see her. Though, if you have so little faith, I mean, it is to be expected. Ketrix hasn't been around, but it is for the Guardians to teach you.
Stop talking about Ketrix like that. They take care of me.
And out of the days you've been here, how many of them were you being taken care of by Ketrix?
That's not really any of your business.
Oh, but it is, isn't it? My job is not you. My job is the other Guardians. To keep my brothers and sisters and kin in line.
This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry you see it that way.
I don't understand how you can sit here and watch all of us be in pain and cold and it's dark and raining all of the time and just not think about it?
You're alive, aren't you?
Sure. Because, I don't know, she made the people to keep us alive?
Are you referring to the Guardians? We're
Yes.
not people.
But you could be.
We're not made to be.
That's never stopped anything before.
Quite inquisitive. But you're still wrong.
I don't think I am.
If you see it that way.
I think if they wanted to be and were allowed to be, the Guardians could be people. They enjoy things.
We're not built to
At least
want.
the others do.
We want only what Our Lady wants.
What does she want?
Perfection.
How are we supposed to achieve perfection if we don't know what flaw looks like?
You'll know.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry that you do not understand.
Maybe if we were ever told any actual useful information, I would.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Though,
Do you say anything else?
somewhat, when it is necessary.
Oh my god. You are so fast.
Pardon me, but I will be following you, as Ketrix is once again absent.
I am very well aware of Ketrix's absence. You don't have to keep bringing it up.
It is part of my job.
What, bringing it up every 5 seconds so I just feel more alone?
You don't look very alone.
One other person who doesn't even think they're a person doesn't make you less lonely.
I am not a person.
That's exactly what I'm talking about! How is this supposed to make me feel less lonely?
I suppose that's for you to figure out.
Fuck you.
Why? Such strong language. You're so inquisitive and so very wrong. So curious for things you are not to know. I figured having a purpose might call you in a sense. What happened to that, I don't think you can make anyone happy if you can't even make yourself happy.
I make plenty of people happy. They don't need to know that I'm unhappy.
But you know, and I know.
And what are you going to do about it?
Oh, nothing. That's not my job.
Exactly, so why bring it up? I can make other people happy without being happy myself. My happiness does not affect theirs, so it doesn't matter.
I thought that it did affect theirs. Didn't you tell me that making other people happy makes one happy?
It makes me happy.
Perhaps you're not... Perhaps you're just not very capable.
I wish you were capable of perceiving emotion in the slightest bit so you could just feel how much I actually hate you.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm going home.
I will be following you. Fast one.
Good night.
Good evening. Do not fear. I will watch over you. Disgraceful. You are not meant to own a bed. But even then, you let it gather dust. Rosie will be safe in here. Perhaps I will return to decorating. This one disappoints me. Not enough to decorate. Let's see. This place must be perfect. Preparations must be made. If everything goes as planned, then perhaps we can atone. Right. I need to add something here. And perhaps...
Siphrael, may I have a word with you now?
Of course, sister. I'm simply preparing.
Yes, I see that you're at least doing your duty in that way, but what about last time when you attacked my chosen?
I was not responsible.
How could you not have been responsible?
I was not. I did not hit your chosen. I did not strike your chosen. I was standing quite a few feet away, actually.
Perhaps was it just you?
I'm not sure. I wasn't even really paying attention to them. I was more on my way to talk with my fellow guardians. I looked away and there was a flash, and then everyone was yelling and, well, I had better things to do than argue, so I came back here.
But still, I intended to at least discuss what happened with you. You should have let me know that it wasn't you in the first place, besides
I did.
just running away.
I said it twice that I was not responsible. However, I believe it was too loud. That is why I left. I knew you would not hear me. It is futile to shout upon deaf ears, and people will believe what they would like to believe. Our Lady had just commanded that we look elsewhere for our enemies. I would never think to antagonize my own kind. Not after she ordered it.
I see now. Perhaps I was at fault the entire time, blinded by the emotions surrounding my chosen.
Emotions?
Perhaps I am at fault for becoming this perfect.
Are you attached
Once
to your
again,
chosen?
Well, I have invested a lot of time and resources in ensuring that my chosen is up to Our Lady's standards.
Of course. I understand. You wouldn't want to let all of that hard work go to waste.
Yes, and it was deeply upsetting to see that something I had worked so hard to build in Our Lady's name was damaged in a way.
I assure you, I was not responsible. Perhaps it was Our Lady herself.
Perhaps that was a warning, a punishment for me. Yes, I've strayed too far and I've needed a reminder. Yes, you're right.
For you or for your chosen.
I shouldn't be so attached to my... Well, but at the same time, I only want to make Our Lady proud. You understand.
Of course. There's nothing that matters more to me than her word.
Yes. Well, I do apologize for wrongly blaming you.
I suppose I understand. It was too noisy and too busy.
Yes. Perhaps we should have more sessions like this to converse.
Of course, I invite you to pray with me or to prepare at any moment. Granted, you have the time, though some of that time I may also spend with you. After all, once I'm done here, my job reverts back to its usual state, in which it is to watch over you and my fellow guardians.
Yes. I think now I finally understand the true purpose of your being here. You ensure that we stay in line where we stray. I appreciate your role.
I am here to assist you, whether you are in solstice, biding your time and your chosen needs to be watched, whether it is to carry out things that you would not be able to do, granted your job, like build this pavilion, or in general, if you require assistance. That is my purpose.
Thank you. I suppose I should properly refer to you as brother now.
If you wish, that is what I prefer.
Is there any festivities I can assist you with at this moment?
Right now I am just planting flowers, making plans for additional structures, though I can give you a few of these. Whoops, that was all of them.
Oh. How many would you like?
At least one.
I see. So these are the decorations we will be using for the festivities?
Somewhat. Though, I believe I meant one of each. There should be 5.
Ah, yes, you need that. I see.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
These will be part of the festivities, or, pardon me, part of the decorations we use. For now, I am also decorating in this sense, though I do believe we can distribute these to our chosen for them to celebrate as well.
Ah, I see. Shall I distribute them myself?
If you wish. Additionally, let's see. Ah, yes. You may also copy any of these banners to place around.
Oh, lovely.
It is easy for me to copy
I
them.
will have...
So, if you require, there's one.
Thank you, I am quite gracious.
Of course.
I believe I will begin decorating my chosen's home now.
Of course. I have taken the liberty
simply
of
cannot
decorating a bit myself. However, there is always room for more decorations and more festivities.
Yes, you're right. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you, sister. I believe that this area is almost completed. Aside from maybe one or two additional structures. Always goofing off. Let's see. It would be best if there was perhaps a table for offerings. Though, I'm not sure where exactly this would be best placed. Perhaps here. Suppose we shall see. Hello? Perhaps my ears deceive me. This placement is not the most ideal. Perhaps the stairs. celebration extend further. In which case, are you simply wandering around, brother?
Yes, I am.
Was there nothing more for you to do?
No, not really. My chosen's still resting.
Does your chosen rest a lot?
They might be hibernating, I think. They are part fox.
I see. Well, I am still preparing for the festival.
I've noticed.
If you'd like to join me, you may. Or, if you prefer to keep wandering, I suppose that's also within your right.
I'm probably gonna wander.
I see. Does the bear interest you?
Very.
What do you like about the bear?
It was injured, but no, it's not. It's soft.
I think it likes you.
I think so too. I don't think Finn would let me keep it, though.
Probably not. I do believe that on some occasions this animal can be dangerous to mortals.
Yes.
It is quite large.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I'll leave you to enjoy.
Good luck.
Thank you. I have built all the required structures. But perhaps I can build one or two more. I wasn't exactly paid for building. I'm still unsure. No matter. If it is not necessary, then I can always repair it. I believe it was that and that required extra attention. Perhaps I should leave this as it is. There we are. If I were simply walking this way, it really does seem like something needs to be here. And possibly here as well. Perhaps I am unfit for this decision as it stands. Perhaps I should give it more thought. Well then.
Oh, how I long to interact with the dolphins again.
And we really should not interact with the dolphins.
I know. That's why I'm not going into the water, and that's why I said I long for it.
Why
I
would
wish
you
we could bring them out of the water.
I do not wish for that.
Wait.
What?
If
Huh?
you brought them out of the water, wouldn't they die?
Not for a few
Good.
minutes.
mean, that is technically true. They have lungs, but they need
You
water.
could, in theory, bring them out of the water for a short amount of time. No,
Absolutely.
But they're out there.
that is true.
Cursed water.
It is wonderful to see you again, brother.
Yes, it is wonderful to see you both again. I found myself...
We literally just talked a few minutes ago.
That is true. We did indeed.
But I mean, it's good to see, you know, that Siphrael's not working.
I found myself unable to come to a decision about how to decorate the rest of it, so I figured I would ponder more, but with you instead.
Oh,
Fair enough.
I am touched.
Yes.
If you could keep up. Oh, I missed.
Oh dear.
There we go.
Do you favor games, brother?
Oh, yes.
I see. I'm not sure of the point of them.
They're entertaining.
If you say so.
Fun is important.
Fun is important.
Possibly to someone like you, but not so much the Guardians.
Oh,
Too
yes.
much entertainment may be a vice, Cael, just to inform you.
No, of course
Oh,
not.
I know.
It is harmless, and you have no other responsibilities right now, isn't that right?
Not at the moment. Finn is asleep still.
If anything, I should not be having fun. I should be finishing the preparations. Though, I still must ponder before I do anything further. I wouldn't want to do anything pointless.
It's
True.
important to take breaks, because if you don't take breaks, that can lead to imperfections.
Well said, brother.
I agree completely.
Of course, not taking breaks from our chosen.
Of course not.
Ah.
My chosen, what are you doing?
I'm looking around.
Well, alright, as long as you have some sort of motive.
Although I am still unsure of your chosen wielding such a sharp object, it seems that they are very well behaved.
Yes, I agree.
This area is not complete yet, however, this is where the festival will be taking place.
It looks very nice.
Yes, I concur. It is quite
And it's a
splendid.
bridge.
It looks amazing.
Thank
It
you.
is quite beautiful. Thank you, Cael.
Well then, little chosen, what do
Yes?
you think should be up here path ends rather abruptly, and I haven't yet decided. It is alright if you don't have an answer. This is very complicated and important.
I feel like first the little area behind the gold should be cleaned out a bit so you can like figure out what you want to do.
Of course.
I feel like it'd be a bit hard to work with the dirt and stone.
This is true. Though I could not decide if it should be a place of offering, another pavilion, another building entirely, or even a path farther through the mountain. Though there wouldn't be much use for a path yet, since this is an area for a festival.
Do you think an archway would look nice? Because like this is kind of...
Possibly. This was the table for offerings, and I thought about extending it to here, though this slope makes it rather difficult.
That makes sense.
Do either of you have thoughts?
Unfortunately not. I simply carry out her will, and the fact that you came up with this all by yourself is quite astounding to me.
Of course. We are not built to be creative or have these sorts of thoughts. However, it was her will and my task, and therefore I was allowed to think.
An easier path for Rosie to get here would be a good idea, I think. It doesn't necessarily need to be through here, but...
Perhaps.
Unity for all of the chosen.
Perhaps.
Unity is important.
Perhaps it could be a path or a tunnel. The other side is to the little mothling's home area, correct?
I think there was somebody else on the other side, but I don't remember. I do know that Rosie's on the other side.
It would give them easier passage.
I believe it was Ravi?
It might have been wrong.
Ah, yes. That one's home disappoints me. Not enough area to decorate.
I can't remember what it looked like, but we briefly saw it from the outside.
There's just enough room for a couple of banners. Perhaps I will distribute more banners to Horse.
Would you like this one?
Oh no, I can get them very easily.
I see.
Well, this is still quite perplexing. Perhaps I will go to the shrine and pray.
You might do whatever you deem needs done.
Of course,
Jistu is always there to guide you.
any of you are welcome to join me.
Well, I still think I have to watch my chosen.
Of course. Your chosen is also invited.
But I have been encouraging my chosen to create a barrier around his home to prevent any accidental fallings into the ocean.
Ah, yes, that is wise. Well then, you may resume.
Thank you.
Thank you for your opinions and your wise words. I will return. Please give me guidance.